So guys, standard process to create a Spark object. We know that creating a Spark object is very important while using Spark. So this is standard process, okay? But while using AWS Glue, we'll do this instead of the above one, because this is standard process, but Glue come with some extra benefits. I mean, Glue context is a wrapper around Spark that provide additional glue specific functionality. Okay, like reading from the glue catalog. In glue we have glue catalog, right? We have discussed, so we can directly read from that catalog. Dynamic frame is a thing you need to learn by yourself. We are not going to discuss here, but it is important. If you learn, that will be great. And job bookmark we use to incrementally data loading. Okay, so yes, that time we create Spark object again, but like this way. We import Spark's context from spark.sql. We import glue context from glue, and using that we create Spark object instead of the standard way. Okay. Okay. Now we had discussed this last day also, just a revision. So I just mentioned that we need to import Spark context, glue context. Okay, from AWS dot context we will import glue context, and PySpark dot context we will import PySpark context. Okay, and here we are creating which we saw previous page. Okay, let me zoom it a little. Okay, so here initialize glue context. Here SC equals to Spark context. Then we are creating glue context using glue context. In the parentheses we are providing the Spark context. Okay, we are wrapping up the Spark inside the glue context. Okay, and using that glue context dot Spark session, we are creating Spark. Okay, Spark underscore session. Okay, here, and all are small later. Okay, then set a input and output path. We are providing an input path from where we'll read the file. We'll provide an output path also where we want to save our file. Okay, you can provide here the file name also if you want a specific file name and a single file. But most of the cases what happen, we don't save a single file. Okay, we repartition those while saving, and that file got write or save in multiple files. Okay, that's the reason we don't specify the name here. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, then we'll read the CSV file from S3 into Spark data frame. How we'll read it? So we have specified here the input path. Then we'll read it like df equals to spark dot read dot option. We want header also, right? So header true. We are reading CSV file, so dot CSV, and input path here, where we have specified the variable name input path already here. Okay. Then coming to show first few rows. Okay. I need to change the comment. I'll not show, I'll just count how much data is there. Okay, just to check if my file is reading correctly or not. Okay, then we'll write back, I mean save the file in another, suppose another location I want to save the file. So df dot write, it is the command to write a file. Mode means we need to specify how we want to write the file. We have append mode. I hope you all know what is happened. We have overwrite mode. What overwrite will do, if there is one file available, it will just replace that file. okay, and create the new file. Append will add with that file, okay, not replace that totally. Okay, then header equals to true. Here we are providing and CSV, or if we want we can write it in Parquet also, okay, and that output path, okay. So now what we'll do, we'll do this read and write. We'll do some basic transformation while doing this. And first we'll use Glue Studio. If you learn that properly, you do, I mean, writing the script will be minimum for you. Okay, so we'll just take few example how to map field to new types. I mean, we'll do some schema changes. Okay, using Glue Studio. Schema changes, then we'll rename some field. Okay, we will filter out some field. So till point 3 we'll do using Glue Studio. Okay, new thing, other thing also can be done, but that will be a time taking process. But we'll do all these thing in other way, I mean by writing the script. Okay, so let's start our journey today.
Okay.
Okay, and here is PySpark training. Here we have file. We are in the bucket. This is our bucket name. So just showing you the file location. So here we have our file, a training demo file. We have input. Okay, we have input here. In input we have student data. Okay, .csv. Now I will search here glue. I'm already in glue, but still I'm showing you so that you can understand. Searching here the glue, and here our glue windows open. Now we'll create a job, ETL job. In ETL job, we have first option Visual Studio or Visual ETL, okay. And third option we have Script Editor. Okay, we'll do first and third option today. Let's start with Visual Studio. First of all, we'll adjust the name. Ask me question, okay, if needed. Demo. Okay, I'm giving it demo 3 name. Okay, so where is our file?
In Amazon S3 only.
Okay, so we'll select Amazon S3. If our file sitting in Redshift, then I would have selected Redshift. Okay, okay. So this is our source. Then we'll click on it. Then we have to give it a name. I'm just giving it like underscore. We have to give a proper name, but due to the limitation of time, I'm just giving it underscore s31. Okay, here we have to select the URL of our file, where our file is sitting. So our file is in this bucket and is in this folder and input. So this is our file, right? So choose our file. So our file is, you can see here CSV. So data format will select CSV. Okay, and here it will come automatically quote character double quote something. Here we have to select the IAM role which I have created last day. Look into the last day video. I created a IAM role there. Now it is reading my data. Okay, if it is just trying if it can read my data properly or not, if it has all the permission to read the data or not, if my data is formatted properly, everything it is checking here. Okay, now it is showing as 2%. Okay, just
Okay.
you need to create a IAM role, and for the initial purpose you can assign glue service role while creating the IAM role. Okay, and assign the S3 access. But in production, we don't do it that way. Production, someone will definitely help you with the IAM role. Okay. Okay. Now I have this, and I'm seeing that it is ready. Okay. Now I can work with it. So our first task is map field to new type and cast. Okay. That means we just have to, if it is reading it properly, then okay, okay, the data type is properly assigned, then okay. But we know that while reading without mentioning infer schema or manually putting the schema, it will not read properly, right? But let's check what it has done. So sorry, here I am doing change schema. Okay, I go to transforms, then change schema. Okay, I just want to modify the field type, right? First of all, then I'm seeing here the name. I'll give it name like change schema. Then for now, it's just for current purpose. Okay, I gave it a name. Then no, not parent. Currently we have only one parent. This is this Amazon S3 one. So I'm selecting this one. But other time you will get other also. Okay, that time you have to select the appropriate parent. Okay, parent means here which from which task or from which node it will work on. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing it that it has read my data, evaluated my schema, but here I am seeing the age is string. That is not correct, right?
Integer.
It should be int. Here int, okay, and we have gender, that is string, that is good, name good, course good, roll numbers I expect it to be string, marks
Int.
should be integer, right?
Yes.
So we learned here how to change the type, data type using Studio, right? We can drop any column if we want. Suppose we don't, if we think we don't know, don't need email, we'll just click here to drop. Okay, drop. Okay, it will get dropped. Okay, now it is done. Okay, now just I can move ahead and do another thing, but let's look into another task. So rename the field. We can do basic things easily using Studio. Then your script will be ready here. Okay, then you can change the script, whatever you want to change there, you can do that. That way you can work. It helps you to reduce the writing the code. Okay, I wanted to drop the email, so I just dropped it. Next task is changing rename field. So I want to rename a field. Our field name gender, which we are taking is in target location. Target key is also gender. Okay, our target key will change to Jen only. Okay, and if you want to capitalize it, suppose it you need it capital A. We know that Spark is case sensitive, right? So you can do that also. Okay. For now, I'm just keeping it as it is. Okay. Just do it Jane. Okay. I just changed the name to Jane, gender to Jane. Okay. Now, what else I can do here? Filter. Okay. Let's go here. Let's do another transformation. Okay. The transformation, what I want to do, that filter. Okay, here I will just filter some records where the marks, we have marks column, right? Where the marks is greater than 45. Okay, greater than equals to 45. So I am giving it name filter, filter 2. Then here we have to select the parent. Okay, and we want to do it on top of after the schema, right? So we'll select here the schema. Okay, not Amazon S3. If you select this, it will get attached with it like this way. Getting it? But we'll, I mean, let's do unselect it. So it will happen like this. It will work in top of the first one. Okay, but we don't want it. We want it to do after changing the schema. So I selected here the change schema one. Okay, uh, okay, and then we have the option for filter, and here we have two options: global and and or. Okay, when we can select, suppose we are putting multiple conditions. Okay, then we can select and or. Okay, we know the difference between them. I am not going to explain that here. Okay, here first condition, which column we want to do the put the condition marks, right? I want to take where the marks is greater than equals to 45. Okay, operation, which operation I want to do? I want to do greater than equals to. Okay, greater than equals to. So I used integer column. That's the reason I can see easily greater than equals to. If you have, I have not converted that column into integer from string, I would have see other things here. Okay, and then value. What value? 45. I want greater than equals to 45, right? Which has greater than equals to 45. So this is the conditions. Okay, if I want, I can remove it. If I have other condition, I can just add it here. Okay, other condition, that's why and will work. Okay, but I don't have any other condition to follow, so yeah, that's it. Then filter is done, right? Now I want to write it in a other s3 bucket. Okay, so I want to write it, so I'll select target. Okay, s3 bucket. Okay, so here I'm giving it name writ. This, remember, these names are just to learning purpose. While doing work, real work, you have to specify the name appropriately. Here I am selecting the parent node as filter 2 because I want to write this one whatever after filter, whatever there that I want to write. So the thing like I can write it in JSON, CSV, Parquet, Avro, or ORC. Okay, so basically Parquet is more optimized. It's basically use compression snappy. So I am using that only. And here I will select the location where I want to write it. Okay, so here I'm going to location. We have input field, which I don't want to select. Let's take here, select this one. Okay, or I can just go ahead and create here the output folder also. Output folder also here. So I can just take this URL and put it here. Okay, or other way around, I can browse through here and do this. Okay, add partition. I have explained what is partition. Okay, now I'll show an example how I am using it. Suppose we have course column, right? And I want to save the data but partition wise. I suppose I have 5 or 6 courses there. So if I select course, okay, if suppose there is 6 type of courses available in distinct, 6 file will get generated here. Okay, in this case, if I select gender, then there is 2 type of gender, male and female is available in that list. Of course, there is more type of gender nowadays more than that, but in our file we have 2 type of gender. So uh, the 2 file will get saved. Okay, for now, but we are selecting course. Okay, now let's do save. Our job got saved. Okay, so whole mapping is present here. You can see reading, then changing the schema, then filtering data, then doing partition according to courses, and then writing it back. Okay, here our script is ready to do this job. So after doing clicking on save, our script is ready. So if you have any changes in mind, suppose you want to create a column, okay, you can do it here. Okay, in using Spark. But one thing to remember, here you are seeing something different than the usual code because it is using dynamic frame. So what is dynamic frame? This is your task to go ahead and learn about dynamic frame. Okay, See here, it is written as not data frame. Create data frame we basically use, but here create dynamic frame. Both the way we can work. Okay, we can create dynamic frame also and data frame also. But when Glue is creating the script by itself, it will create the dynamic frame. Okay, but if I go ahead and create it, then I'll create data frame. Okay, you also can create data dynamic frame and use it, but it's upon on you. Okay, how you are comfortable, that depend on that. I am comfortable with data frame. Okay, Glue is comfortable with dynamic frame. It all has its pro and cons, I mean on benefits, not cons but on benefits. Okay, so yeah, if you want to add any column, you can do it here, but anyways, I don't want to do anything of that here. Here I'll go to job details. Okay, in job details I'll select the IAM role. Okay, here the IAM role I have created last day. Then type Spark, Glue version the latest version, language Python, worker type the minimum one with 4 CPUs and 16 GB RAM. Okay, request number of worker, it is very important. I'll minimum two you have to select at least. If you are using Spark, for Python you can go down from this also. And in point also you can select point 6.5 65.65 also you can select, or half you can select, whatever. So yes, disable bookmark currently we are not using, so it is disable. Number of retries I want 0. I am expecting this job to be completed within 2 minutes. However, I am putting here time out 5 minutes. After the time out time, I mean after 5 minutes, if my job don't get complete, it will automatically get failed. Okay, here I have my on script path for scripting, so I'll select that one. I'll uh, not take it what is there automatically. I have selected my script path. Okay, I'll change my log path also. I'll not select whatever there automatically. So here is my log path. Last day I generated all this. I mean in call we have created all this. Then I have temporary path also. I'll browse there and select the temporary path. Temporary. Okay, all rate and their connection. We learn that part while using any database system, and new parameters also will learn. Then whatever required I have put the details, then I'll saving it. And saving the file is very important. Okay, after saving it, I can run it to see. In the output path we have just created right here, we don't have anything here. We whatever we have in input. So in input we have one file. I'm working on this file, and after running this we'll see how the result is looking there. So to check while running, I need to go to run, and here I can see the run status, the time, duration. It is running from 14 seconds. Currently I am using two DPUs. Here the worker types is G1X. Okay, and Glue version we can see here, and it will take some time to run. We can, if we want, we can refresh here. If we suppose we run it without saving, or I have done some change but without saving, I just run it by mistake. Okay, what we can do, we can just go ahead here and stop the job run. Okay, this is the option which will help us to stop the job. Okay, currently I'll not click here, and later job run. Let's see how long it is taking. 1 minute. Now we can say see that it's got success, and this the time it took. And then we'll go to our output. Remember we have provided partition using course, so we are expecting 5 or 6 file as per the course count. Okay, let's see. Okay, here you can see we got in output our file got saved based on the course's name. Course equals cloud file is saved in this folder. So this is called partition. Okay, our file saved as per the partition. Partition create like this way. We used course, so that's the reason here we have course. equals to cloud. If we use gender to create the partition, we would have see here gender equals to m or gender equals to f, okay, like that. So here our six partition got created, and here we have the files in each partition based on the course, okay.